So the birth process, when you are born, first you are in emptiness, you're in shunya. In the mother's womb, you are in shunya. Okay, get this very clear. Shunya. And then the moment you come out of the birth, of the womb, the first thing you experience is the realm of sound. Realm of sound. And then after that, you enter the realm of light. Okay. So when a child is born, it doesn't see color, it only see black and white. It only sustains or knows through frequencies. It just came from the shunya, emptiness. So after shunya is shabad, the frequencies, the nad, the rhythms. This is when the child is in rhythm, A newborn child cannot move its body in segments. It moves the whole body. Okay? Because there's no segmentation. The whole body is vibrating in the ultimate rhythm. It is one with the cosmos. That's why in the yogic teachings, we say child is God. The child is God. And so from these, the realm of frequencies of sound, it enters the realm of light. And now the senses are developed, it's able to see light. So only sees auras of individuals around it. So it recognizes the mother's aura. And sometimes, someone with something in mind and not so positive picks up the child starts crying. So it senses the aura. So it's all about the auric field. So it opens itself to the lights, to the colors, the realm of colors. Then it enters the realm of shapes. And this is when, when the first toys of children, when you give these toys, it's all about shapes, fixing the shapes. So this is how slowly we are coming out of shunya, coming out of shabad into color, and then into smell and all that, and then coming into the realm of shapes and sizes. And then we enter the realm of forms. Forms is when you have fully developed your mind. Now you start associating. First a child is given a circle. Okay, then that circle is associated with the sun. So now the circle have got some, cognitive connections. So first it's just a circle. Now the circle has become a sun. You have given meaning to the form. So now the mind has fully developed. When a child can move individual fingers, a newborn child never moves fingers, much, much, much later. So when the individual child can individually move each finger, know that now that person is in the realm of form, in the realm of time and space. It's stuck in karma. It is totally out of that bliss that he or she was born with. So karma means, kar means, in Sanskrit, kar means hand. Kar means hand. Ma means I. So karma means I am now my hands. So fully developed mind means you can move your hands individually. That's why the Sata Nama, it's a very powerful mantra. And those of you. So now you come into existence like this. Death also happens the same way. You go back into the same process. I'm not repeating it. Now meditation is also going through the same process. So first you're in the realm of forms. You sit, thoughts. Every thought has an association. Everything you see has an association. Every color you see, you associate. Every form you see, you associate. Every number you see, you associate. You're still in the realm of forms. Now, what to do? Stop associating. Be with it. A realm has opened up. Another space. You are now going into deep, it's called awakening. The way you took birth and the way you die and the way you go back into yourself, knowing the true self, you have to tear these layers. You have to go through these dimensions. That's why you see colors. That's why you see forms. The mistake is we start associating all that you see with the realm of the mind. And then we get stuck in those dimensions. Very important. Very important. If you are in the meditative life, this is very important. It is its own beauty. I do agree with that. It is its own beauty. Yes, you can help someone and all that, but know that this is not the ultimate state of awakening. This is just a temporary point. This is called bardo. There's a birth bardo, there's a death bardo, and there's a meditative bardo. There's a dhyana bardo. Those of you know Bardo. Bardo means the two doors. One door this side, one door this side. In between, there's an experience that are not ordinarily experienced by the five senses. When the awareness awakens, the five senses, the eyes see things that ordinarily you have not seen. The ears hear things that ordinarily you don't hear. The inner eyes see things that ordinarily you don't see. But the problem is when you start associating or when you start having these visions, you relate it with this. So don't give it any meaning if you want to go into deep layers of your being. Of course, as I mentioned, this has its beauty. You can help somebody, you can guide somebody, but don't start bringing the hidden realm into the known realm. Don't associate with the unknown realm with the known realm. There will be confusion. You will be stuck. There will be no evolution. And this is only for those who are serious meditators, those who are serious about experiencing the garden of love. Why are you bringing the prison when you are being given the flowers, when you're being given the doors of paradise within your own self? Why bringing the prison? So stop associating with it. Don't find meaning to it. There is a path where you need to find meaning. That's a different approach. And if you had asked me this question some other time, I would have answered it differently. But this time, as it comes to me, as I'm supposed to share with you, stop this association with it. Let it come. Let the realm of colors come to you. Let the realm of numbers come to you. Let the realm of shapes come to you. Witness them. Don't think about them. Then you are plucking the flower of paradise and you're trying to plant it in the world. And the flowers of paradise, they cannot bloom in the world. You have to go into paradise to experience that. So this is the opening of Bardo, it is called, from the Tibetan tradition. This is the meditation Bardos. Very important. Don't bring in the mind. Witness it. Witness it. It's called awareness. It's called dhyana. Don't think, feel, be. And that way, ultimately, you will come experience yourself. And once you experience yourself, all these you can assess anytime. Because now you know the way, you can come and go. Ordinarily, we get stuck in this. And in the known world, we call them healers, we call them psychic readers. It has its own beauty, I have nothing against them. But I'm just sharing you the truth as it is. Blessings to you.